Good evening, everyone. We are gathered here today to celebrate the life and work of James Vernon Taylor. For anyone here who doesn't know me, my name is Shealy, and I was, and will continue to be, a huge fan and admirer of James Taylor. James was an incredible artist and an even more incredible man. He was loved by his wife, Caroline Smedvig, and 4 kids, Simon, Sally, Rufus, and Henry. His hard work, steadfast personality, and amazing music will live on in the hearts and minds of many. James was born on March 12, 1948, in Boston, to his dad Isaac and mom Gertrude. He was born the second of 5 and grew up in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, after his family moved there. There, he learned to play the cello and guitar, and by 14, he had written his first song that he and his friend Danny Korchmar would play at coffee shops. Though he suffered through his highs and lows, the strict structure he was exposed to in his early days set a sense of time and rhythm in his mind. After a stint in the mental health care system, James moved to New York and started his first band called the Flying Machine. Through trials and tribulations, James eventually escaped back to North Carolina, and then set off for London, where he signed with the newly formed Apple Records. After releasing his first album, James Taylor, in December 1968 to medial success, he moved to California and signed with Warner Brothers Records. James released his second album, Sweet Baby James, in February 1970, and people instantly began to appreciate his talent. This album reached number 3 on the Billboard charts and sold over 1.5 million copies in the first year. After this huge celebration of popularity, James continued to release many more albums, including JT, Dad Loves His Work, and my personal favorite, Gorilla. He has continued to perform and release new albums up until today. From recording Christmas specials to helping guests on the TV show The Voice master their singing, James lived a productive and accomplished life that reached the hearts of many. His listeners love James' music almost as much as he loved music in general, and it showed through the great talent and skill that he displayed and put back into the music industry. James even made statements through his music, performing in Barack Obama's presidential inauguration celebration at the Lincoln Memorial in 2009. James was more than a musician. He was a communicator. He knew how to put emotions and feelings directly into words and how to express them for others to understand. He helped so many people find interest in music themselves, chief among those being his children, Sally and Ben. They will continue his legacy in music and perform always with the thoughts of their father in mind. His amazing personality and ability will not only be reflected in the music he produced, but in the hearts of those he touched and knew. Rest in peace, James, for your soul will live forever inside your listeners.
Amen.